Hey folks, Joe Youngblood here with Glenn Kaiser. We are at Council Rock South High School for our first match of the year, the 2022-23 season, with the Council Rock South Golden Hawks hosting the Pennridge Rams. Glenn, glad to be back.
Yeah, we've just discussed that we've established residency here in Holland, Pennsylvania. I think that's where we are. Long ride for you guys, but this Council Rock schedule, Joe, out of the gate is unbelievable. Pennridge tonight, Springford on Saturday, Quakertown on the 14th. They put together one of the best dual meet schedules probably in the state of Pennsylvania.
Let's not forget Faith Christian, first week of this, January, the new year. They'll go to Faith Christian as behind us you got Pennridge coming out to warm up.
Yeah, I mean, talking about dual meets, just a quick, going back 7 years ago, it's been since I've been sitting here, 8 for you and Mike broadcasting. Congratulations, guys, for that period of time. Probably about 5, 6 years ago, maybe even longer. Now that I forget time, the state really wanted to see an increase in dual meets and creating an atmosphere where dual meets were not only competitive but exciting for not only the league but non-league. And Brad Sillen-Perry has put together a non-league schedule that is phenomenal. So they're about a month away. He said I talked to him a little bit off camera before we came on. And, this is going to be a tough match for Council Rock South tonight. I mean, let's get right into these teams. Pennridge is solid. They finished, a couple points behind Council Rock this weekend at Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic. Quakertown may be the best team in District 1, but these two teams in the Suburban 1 League are going to battle Quakertown. Springford, obviously, and Faith Christian, AA powerhouse this year. So, I mean, right here locally in District 1, AA and AAA, we're going to see some fireworks, and it starts tonight.
Yeah, and before I go any further, it should be said, Glenn, both teams boast huge rosters. Wrestling, I mean, it's not surprising at Council Rock South. They're a household name here in District 1. Pennridge has, not been down for a few years, but they haven't been what they were when, going back as far as like 5, 6 years ago. Now that both rosters are robust, they had armies on each sideline, on each bench, and a ton of JV matches were wrestled today. Probably upwards of 12 or 13 JV matches, which is just great. And to your point with the dual meets, here we are, opening weekend of the season, opening week for dual meets, and we have like just a phenomenal matchup where we're going to see, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to see some of these better wrestlers go head to head.
Yeah, I
here.
think we are. I mean, I think that just by default, I don't think Council Rock is very deep up top. So you're going to see the matchups down low and in the middle weights, right up probably to about 160, like we talked. Then Council Rock may make a move. Talk about numbers. The Chamonix has 70 guys in the room. Upper Dublin has 40. William Tennant has 40 wrestlers. We are seeing the sport again kind of spike in numbers, not only for the boys but for the girls. The
Girls'
girls
numbers are just skyrocketing.
I mean, we'll talk about that, I'm sure, over the course of the season and our preview show, which will be broadcast hopefully sometime the end of next week. Mike's got a lot of work to do, goes to some video, but the numbers are phenomenal.
83 girls teams now in the state. They're 17 away from 84. I just found out. Last I saw was 83, and it's happening so quick. We're 16 away from being a sanctioned sport here in Pennsylvania. PIAA, holding fast on waiting for that 100 before they go ahead and sanction it. It's literally only a matter of time. From other coaches that I've had conversations with off camera leading up to this that are looking to get their girls program off the ground. And again, it almost like you feel like the girls program will almost help boost the boys program. They're going to work hand in hand and build together. So, but let's dive back into the matchup here tonight, Glenn. And what are you looking for tonight? What matchup are you most excited to see, or potential matchup we're going to see out here on the mat?
Yeah, well, Martinelli and AJ Bott did not wrestle at Cumberland Valley Classic, so I'm curious to see where they weighed in. We didn't get the weigh-in sheets yet. We have to get a hold of those, but I'm not sure where those two are going to match up. Those two guys are going to be very interesting tonight, where they land. But outside of that, I mean, Council Rock from 107 on up through probably 160. They are very solid. They have some young guys in there. Wilson's back in, another Wilson freshman.
Yes, another one.
I say another one back in. I mean, this family approach here at Council Rock South has always been a good recipe for success. So I can't wait to see him. So I have a feeling it's going to be one of those two guys against Martinelli. And then I don't really know what kind of moves these teams are going to make. I know Pennridge likes to go straight up.
Yep.
And they've always been like that. So I'm very interested to see what Council Rock's going to do, because they're going to have to do some chess moves here to win this match, because up top they're in a bit of trouble.
Right. You talked about the family here at Rock South, and it just seems to keep growing as the years go on. You have a lot of parents in the stands here of kids. They don't even have kids in the program anymore. It's really neat to
Oh
see
yeah.
what they've been able to build here, and really, like, they're still a young school when we talk about age wise. And I feel like we have this conversation every year, and we end up in this gym at least once every year. But goes back to the point, if you build it, they will come. Like, people are going to show up, and they built this family atmosphere, and they get the people that come. And I was talking with Todd Radner, shout out Todd Radner off camera, and he was like, I couldn't wait for this. I've had this circled on my calendar for 2 weeks, and it's just really neat to see all these parents come back and continue to support the
Yeah, and
program.
on the same thing on the Pennridge side. Pennridge. I mean, if you look behind me, you can see that the stands are starting to fill up for this match, and this is the Pennridge side. Pennridge program, just complete transformation, Joe, in a year. I mean, they went from,
You saw it starting to happen last year. You saw
right,
that it's starting to change.
but I'm saying last year you really saw
Yep.
when they turned the corner against Central Bucks East, a very good Central Bucks East team last year.
Dave Scarple in the house tonight, by the way.
Yeah, they never look back. Pennridge never looked back. Their youth program has been the core of Pennridge wrestling since the beginning of time, since they started wrestling up there in the East Penn League.
Yep.
So I just feel really good about these two programs. I really feel good about the Suburban One League. Everyone knows I'm a big homer, but this is definitely a year where you're going to see these three teams in the SOL really make some noise. And you might see some other teams. I mean, we haven't got into a preview for the entire season, but teams like Central Bucks South, they've improved tremendously. And we're going to wrestle maybe under the lights tonight.
Yeah, lights are going down as always here at Rock South.
And the best thing is it just builds my story. I start out my SOL story this year with kind of like a big show, and the curtain goes up at 7 p.m. today. So they're going to come out in their robes, Joe, and it's almost infamous.
Yep, yep. And, it's synonymous with them at this point. And there's tradition behind it. They've earned the right to wear them and come. We're starting at 107 pounds tonight, so traditional going through, starting at the bottom, where we could start off right off the bat with Martinelli and um, uh,
Lenahan.
Lenahan. I was gonna say right.
Yeah.
I knew I was wrong.
I mean, that Martinelli Lenahan match to open would be phenomenal.
Right, and it's gonna set the tone for this evening.
Yeah, I know we have some keys to the match. Mike's going to pull those up, and we can talk a little bit about those. And I already mentioned about Council Rock South. Where do they find their points up top? And that's a concern for them, and it has been. We're going to take a little break here for the national anthem.
So going back to our keys in the match, Mike gets that back up on the screen. I agree, Glenn, with you about where those points come from. In years past, Rock South would always have someone up in those upper weights, and they're still developing guys up there, and it's not, they're just not there yet. Up to that standards. I'll say this too, and it didn't get to make to the points of the match, but this is kind of like for this Pennridge team. Could this moment be too big for them? They're a young team. It begs the question: how will they react to being in this situation, coming here to Rock South and wrestling? And by the looks of things, watching them warm up and seeing how they're looking right now, they're not shook by this moment.
No, they're very loose. I've noticed that starting last year. They're a very loose squad. They've all been together for a long time, so that helps the familiarity not only in the room, Joe, but on game day. We already talked about Martinelli and Bot where they're going to wrestle. Those are going to be matchups where Penridge is going to have to, hang in there a little bit, but Council Rock South needs to win those big matchups like we talked about with the key battles. And again, the depth down low, I think it favors both teams. I mean, that's where their strength is. Of course, you got Cole Coffin right there for Pennridge. He's a stud. He just came off, I think, a big win at the Cumberland Valley Classic. And then, if you talk about bonus points and coin toss, we always have this on our keys to the match. In this type of match for Brad Hill and Perry, he has to make moves, and he knows that. Pennridge can just line him up and go because he's not making many moves. He may have one or two moves down low, but I don't know. I don't think you can get off of strength down low for Council Rock South. So I think we're going to see those matches straight up. We didn't really do our homework. We didn't get our weigh-in sheets. We normally do a good job of that, but we've been bombarded with fans since we walked in the building, doing a lot of schmoozing with everyone first match of the year.
So as we go through introductions here, looks like Cole Coffin's going to wrestle 121 with freshman hammer Pat Wolishin of Rock South. So right away, that's a move they're showing us in introductions. Whether it happens or not, be two different things. So looks like someone will get their first action of the year for Pennridge at 114 pounds, and Cole Coffin moving up. Bot being announced in the lineup here at 133 pounds, so that's big for the Golden Hawks.
Yeah, that's a nice spot for him.
It helps solidify that lineup right there in the middle of that run they have.
And some of these Pennridge guys have become household names. Coffin, Coons, Martinelli last year established himself, and certainly Talon Hogan establishing himself last year. But some of these guys we're going to see tonight are going to be guys that in the next couple of years are going to be the guys at the weight class. I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of these guys especially Gio Iodinese last year. I love this kid. He just lets it fly. So I can't wait to see who he's matched up against tonight.
For the Rams, Brady McMahon or Jack Rose, and your Golden Hawk
talk about some changes. Council Rock South has added a couple coaches. Obviously, Tancredi stands out the most, and I wonder if him and Knobloch still roll in the room. I have to ask those guys. And then they've added Shane Hughes, who moved over with the departure of Wayne Stinson at Pennsbury, who went up to Del Val. So two really good additions to the Council Rock South room. No surprise there. And certainly, we have Zach Trampay is also helping out, and he's a Del Val assistant as well. So, this Council Rock's staff just continues to remain solid, and they just keep building and adding. So I think that's good for the program. I think a lot of programs get stale with their coaching staffs. Not that it's a not about longevity. It's about just kind of an influx of a different culture, more technique, and a different type of enthusiasm and workouts that you can bring to the room. So I'm sure the weight program's taking a jump up with Tancredi getting in there.
Now, let's be fair to the other side too. You talk about coaching staff.
Yeah.
So Brian Coons, again, coming in, helping change his culture, bringing Sam Walters, who.
Sam's sitting over there. I saw that when I got in the building.
You can't say enough good things about what those guys have done with this program after taking over and building it to what it is now. I know a lot of work done in the offseason by Sam with a lot of these guys and a lot of guys in District 1.
Sam's everywhere.
Yeah,
He's his own little gig going too.
And you'd be hard pressed to find anyone to say a bad word about him. He's a true ambassador to the sport and gives back at every turn. I just knowing him personally, knowing the amount of work he puts in to make make kids better, regardless of what school they go to and represent.
Yeah, and consistency there too from year to year with the coaches for Pennridge now. It's going to be real important.
Yep. All right, so here we are.
Yeah, here
we got
we go.
Lenahan and Martinelli. So
Martinelli looked good. Looks like he's filled out.
Glenn mentioned it. Council Rock South coming off 5th place at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic, and Pennridge was 6th right behind them. So we'll have it up on the scoreboard here in a second. Got to get back into the...
I did get some recon on why Bott was out. He was taking the SATs on Saturday.
I heard the same as well.
I didn't hear about Martinelli.
Not just he's a student before he's an athlete. Good for him.
Yep.
Sometimes sacrifices must be made.
I love that awkward silence. We're getting it early tonight here.
So Martinelli, one thing you notice right away.
Nice double there.
Head inside double. He switches, transitions out, and he goes, cracks back. Now he's got to try and cover that far hip. Martinelli is looks like he's almost a true 7-pounder at this point. Good job hopping over.
He definitely filled out, and that's a good sign for Pennridge. And Martinelli had his frustrations last year with the bigger boys at the weight class, and now he looks like he may be one of the bigger boys.
Right.
So a real nice start for Martinelli getting that first takedown. I mean, that's huge.
Martinelli ranks 2nd in the region right now in PA Power rankings. Our rankings haven't come out yet, while Lenahan is ranked 3rd in the region. Lenahan was 2nd at Cumberland Valley, and Martinelli did not wrestle. Had a bout with the flu last weekend on Miss Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic.
Nice switch attempt here by Lenahan. Lenahan, he looks like he's going to get thwarted by Martinelli. Slides that leg in. Still in trouble here, though, Joe.
Yep, Lenahan has that length on him. He looks like he's going to pop out. He gets the 2.
This could be trouble. Martinelli just made sure he did not get turned there. So a little 2 for 2 here. Now we got the weigh-in sheets. That'll help.
Glenn, he's got that half pretty deep there. Martinelli's able to peel it back. Short time here, 14 seconds of running clock left in the first period. And looks like Lenahan will end up on top. And the period sinks a boot in.
We didn't really make any predictions on this one.
I was told by Brad, Coach Stone Perry, that I could not wear a Council Rock shirt or I would be asked to leave after last year. Not only predicting Rock South over Quakertown, but wearing the shirt underneath my PA wrestling stuff. So I abided by what Coach told me when we communicated earlier in the week and last week.
I have a sneaky feeling that this Pennridge Rams team is going to squeak one out tonight due to those upper weight classes. That was just a gut feeling, and I kind of feel that way seeing, the lineups now that we've got the weigh-in sheets. It looks like, it's going to be very, very close, and bonus points are going to be huge. And I don't know how many bonus points you're going to see tonight. You're going to see a lot of full matches.
So, in order for that to happen in Glenn, I'm not making a prediction just yet. In order for that to happen, this is a must-win for Pennridge here. This is one that they have to have.
No question.
And Lenahan is just slapping on such a tough ride right now.
Yeah, and again, Martinelli really first competition of the year, coming off a little something with the cold is tough in a real tough bout. But you know what? He gets going. I wouldn't say he's a slow starter, but once he gets cooking, he can score points. But like you said, Lenahan's got a tight ride going right now. Chuck Letter calling potentially dangerous there to the favor of Martinelli for sure.
Definite restart. He needed that. That power half was deep, and when he reached back to peel it off, Lenahan's wisely grabbed
I like
on
how
that
he
wrist.
just changed sides there. Martinelli with a little roll, trying to catch him.
He's got him in a low.
See if he can hip up here.
Almost had him in a headlock.
Yeah,
there.
Lenahan doing a good job
that
fighting
whizzer
this
in
off.
deep. 35 seconds running clock.
Martinelli trying to get out, trying to escape. Lenahan does a good job not to get a stall call there, Joe.
Yeah. Martinelli digging for that switch. He's trying to turn in.
Yeah, he's got really stretched out.
Yeah, Lenahan's length is presenting problems for Martinelli getting off bottom. With 15 seconds going to here in the period, Lenahan's choice in the third.
This is where riding time would be interesting in high school wrestling, wouldn't it, Joe?
Yes.
Lenahan looking over here at the clock, and he does a wonderful job riding out.
He's going to go down. I was going to say they're going to put him right up on his feet right away.
I would think Martinelli's going to go right to his feet. Well, that's his
strength. Take him down.
Yeah.
Play a little catch and release.
Yeah, I think that may be the best way to go.
3-2. He concedes the lead. A lot of time, and he wouldn't say effortlessly, but had a really
sneaky.
Minus that.
Just wanted to see if he could get anything there. So now it's 3-2. Martinelli double again to the single.
Same thing again. See if he cracks him down this time. He's got to get his hands
running out of real estate there. See what he can do on the edge.
Now he's got to slip that whizzer.
He's got to watch stepping through there because Lenahan's looking to counter as soon as he comes out.
Yeah, he's trying to Jones tilt.
There it is.
Martinelli doing a good job. Now it's who gets more height here.
Yeah, Martinelli knew that was coming.
He's trying to hit that Jones tilt again.
He's still trying. And it was there. It was there, but Martinelli really got heavy right at the right time to avoid the takedown. See if Lenahan can get his own offense going, Joe, because that would change the match.
Hey, Glenn, wrestling is back.
Yeah,
how happy
I can't believe it. I am excited.
Got people banging the floor, bleachers, cheering. It's good. Nice crowd here from Pennridge.
Yeah, Pennridge equaling almost the Council Rock crowd.
Little slide-by attempt there by Lenahan.
Yeah, Martinelli's got 49 to go here. He needs a takedown, and he's going to have to get an angle. That straight double's not going to be there. Lenahan's prepared for that, Joe.
Yep. Saw it once already. It's all, he needs to see it once.
That was real deep on that low single.
Now he's going to cut across the hip here. Lenahan digging for that leg, trying to maybe roll through with it. He's got to be meticulous here.
He's got to get his head out.
He traps that arm. He might get back here, Glenn.
If he gets his head out, he's going to be okay. There it is. So that should be 2 now. Not sure. He's got to step over. He should be getting backs. There they are. Nope, nothing there. Chuck Letter's still no call for 2. He's got 15. He's got to change his position. Oh, boy.
11 seconds left.
Lenahan's going to put his track shoes on here. He's got one to give. Martinelli in again.
You see a little thump?
Not as deep, but he's got running out of time. There it is. He's got 1 second. So Lenahan kind of stealing one here, Joe. Fought off several attacks by Martinelli on their feet. So nice win for Lenahan.
And they strike first.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge for the Golden Hawks. Martinelli's got to be disappointed, but great match wrestled right there. That's a great opener for us.
We got Zimmerman.
And now wrestling 114 pounds for the Rams, Cole Meehan, and your Golden Hawk, Christian Zimmerman.
Zimmerman gets in on a quick double there for 2.
Cole Meehan for the Rams. Zimmerman with a tight half and a tight waist.
This could be huge bonus points right here early for CR South. Plenty of time, Joe, to settle in here. Not much up from where I was just looking. I don't know. Did you see that, Mike? I saw no space. It's got that bar. That's a really, there it is. Boom.
There it is.
So that's huge. That's a huge fall for Council Rock South. And a 9-0 lead.
Just like that. So we're going to get Cole Coffin here for the...
I may be able to get out tonight, Joe, if things go like this. So Cole Coffin now is going to have to stop the bleeding right now for Pennridge.
For Pennridge, Cole Coffin, and your Golden Hawk, Pat Willis.
Here's another one of our marquee matchups here. Cole Coffin coming up. He's number 2 in the region. coming off a first place finish at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic.
Boy, Wilson's a whirling dervish.
Yes.
He is fired up. I love to see freshmen come out against a good wrestler and just say, I'm here.
Woloshin finished third at Cumberland Valley. He's sixth in the region right now at 121, but this would be a huge win for him. Kudos, you said, like, to this freshman, he's coming out. He's not intimidated. Minute 42 left here in the period, and it's been all Woloshin so far.
You know, Pennridge is very disciplined. They don't seem. Martinelli's got a little fire in them, but the rest of the Pennridge squad, they're very disciplined with their demeanor, their approach, almost businesslike, similar to Council Rock South up and down their lineup. But this is a young man that is looking to make a name for himself. Finishing third isn't too bad at Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic, in a loaded weight class out there. So I'm assuming these two did not wrestle out there.
No, the Coffin was at 114 and Woloshin was at 21.
Yes.
Great outside single here. And see if he brings up and tables it. He's reached that ankle, so he's going to crack back. Ooh, he covered the ankle for a second, didn't get it. And they're out of bounds.
You know, Chuck Lederer does a lot of the matches over here at Council Rock. I mean, when you get the call for this one, you're like, oh boy, you better be on your game when you have to do this. Dex Lederer did the JV match, so father-son act tonight from the officiating standpoint, and I wouldn't want to officiate this match at all. This has got to be a really difficult job to stay on top of these two teams. Ooh, nice little dump attempt there. Nothing there. Talk about long. Coffin is a long and strong.
23 seconds left here in the first period. Still 0-0 score.
And I think they kind of felt each other out there with the little early scramble, and now they're kind of going back to trying to find their offense.
Another shot attempt by
Yeah, they're almost
Coffin.
mirroring each other back and forth with their attempts and their hand fighting. Both guys doing a real good job hand fighting.
Coffin in another leg.
Yeah, sneaky in on that leg at the buzzer. So interesting to see what we do here. If we defer or go down. Yeah, go down and get your points. You know, at this
First score.
Yep. I mean, I don't really remember an opening season match where we've seen this caliber, kind of matches at 107. I mean, you had two regionally ranked guys, maybe top, two guys in the top three, and certainly this matchup here with two of the top guys as well. Just shows you what kind of programs these two teams have.
Coffin, businesslike to his feet, gets the 1 minute 42 and running clock here in the second period.
Yeah, kind of never a doubt when he went down. Both guys kind of shooting a little far out. See where Wilson's speed is impressive, Joe.
Yeah.
Real quick and agile. Again, Coffin, when he controls an elbow, he's so long, it's tough to move. He can stay on his knees and still be, have some height. I think if Coffin can close the distance, he can get a shot in there. But he can kind of content to stay out there. Again, the young Bulshin does not look like a freshman at all. His mat awareness looks good. Nobody wants to say a word in here.
No.
Do I have to turn down my volume? Is this my indoor voice, Joe?
It's eerily quiet. "35 seconds go left here in the second period."
Yeah, I wonder if one of these guys will sell out if they come back to their feet in the third. I don't know if Wilson goes down. There's no bargain there either with this Cole Coffin guy on top.
Ten to go here in the period.
One
the
of
action
these
has subsided substantially.
Yeah, I wonder if these guys have been in the room together on any teams or clubs where they've wrestled a little bit. So he goes down. So we'll see. Cole Coffin can ride with the best of them here, and I'm interested to see if this is going to pay off for Wilson going down. Got to his feet. They like to roll. They're rolling around out here, Council Rock tonight.
Coughlin was ready for it, had the claw spiral, and just kind of went for the ride.
Yeah.
Now he's sinking boots in. And he's going to have the ability to, if he can get those boots sunk, to punish him with that length and those levers.
Yeah, it was all going to depend on how many restarts he gets, because if they can stay in the center of the mat, Coughlin can ride him out.
He's broken down to hip. See if he starts fishing for a half.
Yeah, the problem here is for Wilson, it's tough for him to really work up and get a base when you're stretched out. And, I know people get all excited about who's stalling here, but both these guys are wrestling their lives for their lives right now. And they could be here a while.
Yeah.
Because Coughlin's working for back points.
Yep, now he's got that he's got a 2-on-1 trap.
Yeah, I mean, he's changing off. Now he's looking for
a hazard. He loads it back up.
Get it. See if he can get some swipes.
Now he sinks the bar
two,
in their side. Him. He's got reinforced bar. He's going to get a full set here. Now let's see if he comes off and runs his bar. Comes around the front. Got 47 seconds left in the period. Ooh. Wilson's got to watch rolling through with that reinforced bar.
Yeah. Yeah, call me an old coach or whatever, but I just felt that putting him down underneath Coughlin was not the way to go. But then again, you put him on the feet and he loses 1-0, and you question that too. So I think you got to try and tie it up at least from the bottom position. But we've seen Cole Coughlin ride, and with his length, he's just tough to get off the bottom.
Another school of thought is let the young guy learn.
Yeah, that's true. Because
high school wrestling from top,
and you have to score from the bottom, Joe, to win, and we know that.
Right.
Yep.
December losses aren't that big of a deal if they turn into March wins.
No, and certainly, Coach Sean Perry's realistic. He said this team's a month away from being where they need to be. It's a long season, and we're just getting started. So great match, 4-0 victory for Cole Coughlin to stop the bleeding.
On the board.
Yeah, that's a nice match. Again, we're getting a treat here tonight, Mike. I know it was worth the drive. I'm sure I'll be going to Boyertown or Springford soon.
Yes. Coming out to Bucktown.
Wrestling 127 pounds for Pennridge, Quinn McBride, and your Golden Hawk, Kane Lawler.
We got Quinn McBride and
Lawler.
Kane Lawler. All right, Quinn McBride.
Ooh, nice takedown there by McBride. Just blew right through him. And he's got a cradle going, crossface cradle. It's tight. This could be 6 going Pennridge's way. There it is.
And we're tied, Glenn.
Yep, here we go. This is the kind of thing where momentum goes right back over to the Rams side after 2 wins by the Golden Hawks.
You didn't have a chance to talk about either guy.
Yeah, I don't like going across and shaking hands with the
no,
other coach.
It just
it could create problems,
right?
So here comes Bot. I hope it's not Bat. I'm assuming it's Bot. But this kid last year was masked up, and I did get to see him wrestle a couple times, and he was impressive. So
for the Rams, Anthony Granite, and your Golden Hawk, AJ Bot.
Oh, of course I'm right, Joe. I already apologized again for all my mispronunciations right now for the entire year. So Bot has to get that right back. I mean, I see this as a bonus point match for Council Rock South. On paper, they should get it. I'm not too familiar with Granite.
Granite is 0-2 in the season at Cumberland Valley. He's was 6-14 last year. Did not place at sectionals. 11-20 for his career. AJ Bott is your number 1 ranked wrestler in the region. This is his first competition of the season. He was 17-11 last year. Second at sectionals and district, and did not place at regionals. he fashions a 23-19 career record as a junior. Granite should be noted he is a junior as well. So no score here with 57 seconds to go here in the first period.
Yeah, and again, this is just another product of the Pennridge squad. Kid working hard in the room. I'm sure he's got some decent partners. And he looks good. He looks good right now. Only down 2 love. And it's interesting, Bach got a lot of matches in the postseason, in the dual meets, in the state duels. And that's experience, Joe, that you just can't get on any other team other than this Council Rock South team. They just seem to do it every year.
Bach doing a good job cinching up that 2-on-1. Let's see if he dips in, hits that hazard tilt.
He was trying to crank that head.
Yeah, see if he comes around, go to the near side cradle.
Trying to get that bull wrap cradle.
Grant does a good job finding out. Now we go crossface. I think we've seen that before out of Council Rock South.
Yeah, they just love to stuff the cradle both ways.
10 to go here in the period.
Pot's kind of pressing a little bit here.
Yep.
So, see if he can open up a little bit in a second. We have a trio of candy treats over here today. Of course, I'm on my Sour Patch Kids. Usually it's gummy bears. Got a Twix and some peanut M&Ms down Mike's end. So if you're with the Mars company or any of these candy companies are looking for
corporate sponsorship,
some sponsors, we're right here.
Bach doing a good job clearing arms. Grant with the breakdown, get him back to the mat. Minute 43.
Yeah, Grant's doing a good job on top, Joe, early here.
Yep. He's got that cross wrist ride going, seeing what he will do with it. Now he just lost it.
Bot's got to get moving, Joe.
Yeah, Grant applying a lot of pressure to the head, and he's not able to work off. Now he's up.
A little locking hands almost.
Yeah, he was a little 2-on-1 there, I think.
He had that wrist underneath.
That's the story I'm going with. I'm sticking to it.
I agree.
Bot back to his feet. Grant's got the 2-on-1. Bot can hit Pice faces them, but they go out of bounds. Minute 5 left.
Pennridge with some new singlets. Under Armour. Like them.
Grant just keeps pulling him on top. If Bot's up to and hit Pice on that mat return, he's going to catch Granite going to his back.
Yeah, Grant's doing a good job. I mean, he's a minute through the second period. He's been riding well. Really only a couple threats on Bot getting up from the bottom. Now he comes up again. Getting clear hands here. Another good job by Granite.
Bot laying there. Yeah, he slapped that half on pretty quick.
Yeah.
He just laid there waiting for it almost.
Now he's trying to stuff that 3/4, jamming it. Yeah, Bot's got to get moving.
This 133 pound weight class is. Bot's ranked number 1, I believe at 139. Wasn't sure what weight he was going to be at without competing last weekend. We got 5 seconds left here, and Granite, this is a win here for Pennridge. This swings momentum in his favor. He just rode him out, and now he goes. Now that the bench has him going neutral.
Yeah, I mean, why not? He's going to go down. Let's see if Bach can get his cradle here. If he can get the cradle, it could be lights out.
Bot did a good job on the whistle start there.
Did he pin that elbow?
Yep,
Nice.
now he's going right to the hazard.
Nice roll through by Granite. Trying to feed a bar in there. Now he's got that cross wrist.
Yep, he's loading it up again. He might sit him back here.
Nice crossface to let him know he's there. So Granite doing his job out there.
To your point, here's Bot pressing. He's not even have it cinched up yet. He's trying to start to accelerate the move and hit the roll. He's got to just set it up a little bit more. Now he's coming around front, see if he's going to try and come near side. And he's got
Now
the near side cradle. Let's see where he goes with it. He's in bull rushing right over.
There it is.
That's huge.
No, I called it. Now he's got to get his hips down. He's going to get the fall.
Yep.
Well, Granite fought off.
Granite
did a nice job there, getting out of there. That was big trouble.
40 seconds to go here. See if Bot goes back to this. He's going crossface now.
Looking at the clock.
Grant to his feet. Oh, he gets a reversal. 5-2 with under 10 to go. Too little, too late.
Yeah, but
that's how we're going to end.
Nice job by Granite.
12-9.
Score 5-2 from Council South, AJ Bot.
So Bot needed a full 6 minutes to even put a threat on bonus points there. I think Pennridge has to be pretty happy. Looks like Brillhart coming out here.
Yep.
Now 139 pounds from Pennridge, Nathan Weisberg, and your golden hawk, Ben Brillhart.
So Council Rock's going to have to make up some points here. And the way this match is going, Pennridge is really doing their jobs out there. I think Brillhart's primed for a big season, Joe. They can put a little time in the weight room.
Yes. We have Nathan Weisberg. He's 0-2 in the season, 1-3 for his career. He is a senior for his Pennridge team. And we have Ben Brillhart, who's 2-2 in the year. He's 5th in the region. He was 29-13 last year. He was a regional qualifier and did not
get the
did not place
escape there. Got to clear. There it is. So now it's 4-2, so he can go back to work. So quick 4-2 lead here for Brillhart. Looking good on his feet. Again, maybe a better way to start, kind of get the blood going and look
nice
for
double.
some scrambles. Yeah, you know, if you can take a man down and kind of wait till something big comes, you know. Just a takedown clinic right now through a minute. Brillhart's one of those business-like guys out there.
8-3 to score now, 34 seconds.
He's looking for a little
he's got that.
bar and chancery, Joe, the old-fashioned terminology. Now he's coming back across the reverse half. Probably better served to go back to the straight half here, see if he does. He's really pressing. 15 to go. Trying to double boot it. Got one, and he's got to get his weight up top. So he's going to get saved by the bell here.
Good fight there.
Yep.
Before he gives up 3 more. So 11-3 the score out of the first period.
And Brillhart's got to know that he needs the fall, not the tech fall. I'm sure he is completely aware of that.
He just took top, Glenn.
Yeah. Very, very smart wrestler here for these Golden Hawks. You know, it's a weird season, Joe. I mean, it seems like we have an extra week or we're starting a week late. I don't know how people interpret it, but the bottom line is we have an extra week in here, and you see a lot of teams not doing a lot this week.
Brillhart right away gets that crossface cradle.
This is pretty tight, but he's got to pop that shoulder, Joe, near side.
Got 3 more, 14-3.
You got to be careful now. He's got to make sure something's real tight. Still got room for 2 moves, so.
Yep. Minute 30 left here in the second period. All Brillhart. Punching the near side bar, and he's going to go a little bar and wrist.
Yeah, I think he can pretty much pick his move here. I think he's got to stay with one thing, get a tight hold.
And there he is working crossface
Yeah,
cradle.
I think that's the way to go. See, he's got the shoulder clear now. If he can lock this up, I think this could be it.
And he sits him back.
Yeah, it does a nice job here.
He's got to walk those feet away now.
There it is.
Or he doesn't.
So that was expected. So now an 18-9 lead for Council Rock South. So a little bit of cushion here with Beck coming up.
We're going 145
and Gavin
pounds.
Cole. So looks like we got Sam Coons out here for Pennridge, like you said.
For the Rams, Sam Coons, and your Golden Hawk, Charlie Musto.
So Musto, a new name here for us. Out on Sam Coons. Coons, obviously a top-ranked wrestler in our region. Not sure the number, but Joe will let us know.
Charlie Musto is a junior. He's 2-2 on the year. He is 5-6 for his career. Sam Coons is a junior. He's 3-2 in the year. He was 5th at Cumberland Valley this past weekend.
He's looking to go big.
Yeah, he's ranked 2nd in the region. He was 32-10 last year. He was 6th place at regions, and he fashions a 51-16 career record.
He's right on cue for 100 wins.
There he is on that sweep single.
Yeah, real nice.
Switched off to double. He, like Martinelli, that was just like picture like Martinelli's first takedown where he transitioned that double leg and cut back. And he was trying to cinch up a bar. It looked like he's part way in. .54 seconds here in the period. He's got a bar near side. He's got bar
that's tight. See, he just runs us right over the top. This is really tight, Joe.
Yep.
This is going to hurt.
He just drops those hips now. And there it is.
You don't want to be double jointed in these situations.
There it is.
So both people don't know that both shoulders can be. That's a pin too, Joe. So Coons gets 6 right back.
And we're 18-15.
Yeah, and this is where I think, Pennridge kind of held their own through, 7 weight classes. That's what they needed to do. Down low, and here comes Gio. Been looking forward to seeing him this year.
Now runs at 152 pounds. For Pennridge, Gio Benisi, and your Gold Hawk, Andrew Lindros.
So Lindros, kind of has been in this lineup for Council Rock. This is the second year full-time in the lineup. He brings a little experience. So this is going to be a good matchup. This is one of those swing bouts, Joe.
Yeah, Gio Idanisi is honorable mention in the region. He's 1-2 in the season, 16-11. He was 6th place at districts last year, while Andrew
nice little.
Yeah, he will throw you.
Shin whizzer.
Lindros comes back on top. He's the hips through and runs them again, and still nothing yet. Lindros hanging tough. He's on that single leg. You might see another chin whip attempt.
Yeah.
They're on the edge of the mat there, and they go out. Andrew Lindros is a senior. He's honorable mention in the region. He's 1-2 on the year. He was 18-18 last year. He's 33-46 for his career.
And, Gio just loves to let it fly, and he's a Gumby-like dude, so he can get in some real funky positions. But we watched him last year a couple times, and he just really lets it fly.
Great ankle
real
knee
impressed.
pick.
Nice double.
Drives across.
Pennridge looks really good on their feet, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was locking hands there.
You get time to react there or no?
That's why I'm sitting behind the mic and not on the mat like you. And there's a full Nelson.
Yeah, so
Kurt got it that time.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, where there's smoke, there's fire with the locking hands.
Good block. These Pennridge wrestlers love to mat return over themselves. They live life dangerously in that regard.
I'm sure Coach Scarfield's making note of that.
I didn't see where he got away. There he is, sitting up by himself.
Yeah. He doesn't need a pen or paper. He's got it all up top. Those math guys.
Short time here. Can Lindros
Ooh,
score at the end
Lindros
of the
turns
period?
the corner.
And he does.
He got it.
Way
Buzz
to wrestle through.
Yeah, Buzz was sounding as he made the turn, Joe. Well done by Lindros.
Denise, doing a good job just clearing that hand forward.
Yeah.
You know, Rock South has been real hard in that chop and trying to cinch that near arm up. So, he's getting that hand forward. He's clearing it just enough.
Yeah,
so,
both these guys are like very similar styles in terms of body size and length, and they seem to be wrestling very similar.
You see how Denise just kind of crowded his hips from bottom and forced Lindros to react to him?
You give space to take it away. So a takedown here, Joe, is going to be huge going into the third. I mean, plenty of time, but this next takedown in my book is going to be key. There's that awkward silence that we often experience here. Some other gyms too, but more so here than anywhere else. Ooh, Lindros showing some quickness.
Not done yet.
Easy, sneaky. Look at these guys go. This is great stuff.
Lindros has that arm.
Oh, he's ripping. That's a mistake. He might be. All right.
I think someone's bleeding.
Somebody bleeding.
I think Lindros is bleeding. Idenisi had his leg trapped there in that scramble, which enabled Lindros to score that too.
Yeah, I think he got a little sloppy there. It seems like wrestling's a new sport. The hair thing. I saw a nice mullet, by the way, at Pottstown this weekend. But it seems like we've eased up on all the BS rules, the socks, the shoelaces, the tape, the singlet, the hair. I mean, just let these kids wrestle. And I'm really glad that we finally got there. And the Federation took them decades to get it right. I mean, we can talk about them all day long, Joe. I don't think we can get in trouble either, right? We can't get fined or anything?
I don't think so.
All right, go.
We're above their reach.
We're below their radar, but above their reach.
Yes. So here we're in our second period, 42 seconds to go.
And again, Gio needs to work hard and get some points here, because that two there, like I said, to me was the key to the match right now. We know there's a lot of time left, but that was a big exchange.
Idenisi tried trapping an arm, doing a little big guy roll.
Why not?
Again, he just lets it. He throws everything in the kitchen sink at you.
And he does have really good hips, because last year he was in some crazy positions and got out. And again, Lindros, another product of the Council Rock South program. Very consistent, experienced wrestler. Not always the big name in the lineup, but he gets it done. He goes out, gets it done. And Gio trying to kind of cut his niche at that Pennridge style, and it's worked for him so far. So this match is wide open still. There's your pullback, lift and pull. No sweeping from the side.
Good job by Lindros turning in. Now he's got head inside, and he's got leg tape. He's got to get some height come through his position. He's hooked the leg. Let's see if he can pop the head.
Yeah, Lindros really wrestling a nice tactical match here. Kind of slowed Gio down.
I think we need a stalemate here.
I don't know. He came out. There's two.
Wrong again. I'm off my game.
Yeah, you were 1 second away from getting the call. Now Lindros can kind of hang out a little bit. You know what I mean? No need for him to rush. I guess they want bonus points.
Yep.
Counter Rock staff wants bonus points, so see what happens
He's
here.
got to release that leg.
Yeah, he's got to get out to the side too, or go.
Minute left in the match. Here it's time to play the feud, Glenn. Because you know Idenisi's going to have something in the bag of tricks.
Oh, he's going big. He's going to look for something big. Shoots in down low. Surprise. Actually, looks like he's trying to get a double. He gets it. See if he cuts him here. He's got Lindros on his back. Little scare there. Now they're going to cut him. Plenty of time, Joe. 30 seconds.
Great job by Lindros.
Yeah, that's a great job grabbing that leg. No change, so just has to hang in. You know, now he needs to stop. He needs the stoppage with the stalemate. There it is.
Smart move.
Yeah, that was
by Lindros.
Great move. Great mat awareness to know.
So now he puts him on his feet. 8-6 here. 12 seconds, a lot of time.
And that's got to be a stall warning. Yeah, there it is. Not going to mean anything, but I'd still get my shoes on. I think he's going to get hit. So 8-6, good job by Lindros. Nice win there for Council Rock. Takes the lead 21-15. So only really one match, Joe. It's kind of like a one touchdown lead. One score game right now. And this is where things are going to get interesting as Beck's going to need to get some big points.
Looks like
Cole's going to need big points. So
looks like this is Gavin Cole coming out.
So Beck goes up. I think you're going to see a lot of this year with these two bouncing around. It gives Council Rock South a little more depth in the lineup with these two being interchangeable.
So we have Jack Rowe and Gavin Cole. Jack Rowe seen first action of his career as a junior.
Yeah, nice takedown by Cole. Cole was fourth this week at the same weight as Beck at the Cumberland Valley Classic. So just kind of tells you that there's not a big drop-off between these two guys. Beck was the champ and number 4 in the weight class right here. So this is going to be a nice 1-2 punch for Council Rock in the middle of the lineup.
Cole ranked 5th in the region, 172 pounds currently. He's 3-2 in the season, gets another takedown there. Makes it 4-1, and he's at the low leg Turk. See if he's going to get back exposure here. He was 22-18 last year. He was a regional qualifier as a freshman, but did not place.
This is tight.
Now he's got that low leg
he's got
cradle.
That shoulder pop, though. He's going to have to make an adjustment here to get the fall. I don't know if he can. Get that arm underneath. Plenty of time, though, Joe, to adjust. He's really trying.
He's got a full set.
Yeah, he's got a full set. See if he can pop that shoulder without losing the cradle. I don't know if he can. Yeah, nice move. Nice adjustment. There it is. So that was quick, Joe. That's a quick turnaround. Now it's 27-15. And Council Rock South may get a big enough cushion, Joe, going into those last 3 weights to hold on. Well done by Gavin Cole for the Golden Hawks. And
so we're gonna get Talon Hogan and Beck Cruz.
Yeah, this is going to decide the match, Joe. So we're getting some really big matchups here in the region tonight.
For Pennridge, Talon Hogan, and your Golden Hawk.
Talon Hogan was 3rd at Cumberland Valley. He's number 1 in the region, 172 pounds. And we have Bekru Sadradinov. He is 4-0 in the season. He was first at 160 pounds at Cumberland Valley. He's number 1 in the region at 160 pounds. Sadradinov was recently committed to elite wrestle and continue his academic career at Lehigh.
And an outstanding Greco freestyle wrestler, as evidenced by his national title.
Yeah. Hogan with the back trip to his back and gets 2 swipes. Hogan is just a sophomore. He gets 2 and 2. And quick 4-0 lead here. Minute 25 left in the first period.
That's huge. No lack of confidence from this young man.
Nope, and that just made him that much more confident.
That's got to wake back up a little bit. Nice switch. See if he can cover. He covers.
Almost recovered right into a near side cradle.
Yeah. Talk about chain wrestling. You know, you don't really want to go upstairs with these Pennridge guys. I mean, they're very comfortable.
Try and go. Got a
Beck
tilt
getting
going
some
on.
points, yeah. He's got 2. He's got 3, so he takes the lead with 3 back points on that tilt. Well done by Beck. Now the fans are getting into it, Joe. I feel like I'm at Boyertown, Upper Perk, and back in the day. Nah, nothing compares to that, Mike. Another set coming, Joe.
Yeah, Saturnine showing just how tough he is in all positions here. He's got another full set. And he's going to end the period that way. Makes it 8-4, 8 unanswered points.
And, you know, with Beck going to Lehigh, I can see him really hitting the weight room and turn into a monster. He's already got the credentials and the wrestling prowess to really do some big things up there at Lehigh. I'm going to look forward to seeing him. No longer the little brother syndrome, right?
Right.
He's the man now, and he's looking good so far. But look at his
Hogan got
cradle
the cradle
coming. You got to be
locked up.
careful here.
Yep, Beckers has his arm out. We'll see what he does.
He's got his hips higher. Oh boy, this is a big turn of events here, Joe. This is actually huge for Council Rock South. Plenty of time, too. Plenty of time. There it is. So Sadradinov comes back after an early scare with the fall over Hogan, and Council Rock South is on their way.
Need pins in the next 3 to win. Or to tie it, rather.
Yeah, I got to start to do my criteria thing. Mike, can you help me out? It's 7 wins is the first. Okay, I'm good with my. Is that why they have 13 weight classes now? Yeah, we rarely even talk about these new weights, Joe.
That's the 7th win for Council Rock South for anyone counting at home.
Yeah, so they're in good shape.
Ryan Rowe, and your Golden Hawk, Ryan Gotwell.
Barring any flagrants, right? Isn't that
right?
So
I didn't catch who was wrestling for Rock South.
Sorry, I talked right through that.
Ryan Gottwald.
So Gottwald for South and Rowe. Another Rowe.
Ryan Rowe is a freshman. He's 3-2 on the year. Freshman, big boy at 189 pounds. And then we have Gottwald.
So much for my predictions.
Gottwald is a senior. He's 1-2 on the season. 9-8 for his career. 4-1 is your score early, and he looks like he has a near side cradle locked up. But they're going to run out of real estate. Got some good forward pressure here by Rowe. Right back to that crossface. And he's running it. He's got it locked up. See if he rolls him through. Gottwald slips out, but Rowe stays in control. cuts him. It's 4-2 here with 33 seconds to go in the first period. It's been all Rowe up to this point. Rowe doing a good job of defending the middle of the mat, not letting Gottwald come back in. Coach Silm Perry pleading with Gottwald to make sure he circles.
Yeah, and Council Rock South tonight again. Just
great double. Weight change levels and blast through.
This road kid's going to be good up top. You know, these 172, 189 pound weight classes are kind of wide open. You know, every time I look at those weight classes, you know, the guy that kind of decides to stay there all year could be the guy. I see a lot of guys move out of that 172 pound weight class. It used to be 170 something. What was it before? 171, 170.
72, I think it was.
That was the one that stayed the same. So this road kid, he might make some noise. I mean, again, it's good to see some new wrestlers.
I got to see Rowe wrestle last year at SEPA for Pennridge, and you know, just a lot of the same. Tough kid.
So back to what I was saying about Council Rock South. I mean, their stars shine tonight, and you know, Pennridge just couldn't match up with them. And bonus points alone, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 falls for Council Rock South.
Gottwald's shoe comes outside the tape and gets hit with the stall.
And it is at the ref's discretion this year, Joe. Have you read the bulletins? And Mike, we will not be talking about rules in the preview show. No time for that this year. We got a lot of other things to get into.
Look at Silm Perry down there, still doing the dirty work.
He's still a mat rat. You know, I came over to the scrimmage, and again, just an amazing job that Council Rock South does with the, you know, preseason stuff. You know, not just for their own team, but for other teams that travel down here and get a nice scrimmage. And they had half the gym filled with mats for the JV and the varsity. I think in the other in the main room, and you know, always just doing the little things. And you know, that's how head coaches really, you know, make it work. Yeah, we're gonna have to post that. He'd be out there with mat tape if he needed to be, but he will make Trap get on the mop. That's for sure.
All right, the restart here. A minute 13 left in the second period. 8-3, Ryan Rowe.
And Rowe seems very disciplined for a freshman. I mean, you know, he's kind of manhandling his opponent. He really hasn't forced anything up top. Very impressive. Kind of wrestles like a you know, lower middleweight. You know, good style for this weight class.
I have to say I agree with that guy behind us, Glenn. A lot of backstepping by Gottwald, no call.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's a Pennridge fan behind us. So a real clean match so far for Ryan Rowe. See what he does off the bottom here.
And Gottwald's doing his job. He doesn't get pinned. It seals the deal for Rock South.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like that's going to be the case unless Rowe can catch him. I'm wondering if he's going to maybe force something up top now, knowing that he needs a fall.
With that escape, it is now 9-3.
And he's got to get busy. Going to have to open up a little bit if he's going to get the fall. And Gottwald, still wrestling through.
Minute 6 left. Oh, he's got three-quarter Nelson.
Boy, he slapped that on quick. See if they put him up on his feet here to look for something big. Yep, that's what they're going to do. Yeah, he's got time to work something. Got a pummel in there.
$25 to go. Oh, great job getting that single. See if you can finish it.
Stepped out of it.
And the match is locked. Right now with 2 to go. Now we're just wrestling.
11-4 decision. Not going to be enough. And Council Rock South opens at home with a big win over these Pennridge Rams. Can't say I'm surprised. I like to take the underdog every now and then, Joe. Hey, but it was close, and we always talk about that first team to 30, and when we do our predictions, we sometimes have that score 33-30, and you could very well see that score tonight, 33-30.
Riley calling the takedown.
Right in.
He's going a little butcher here. Now he's going to see him go crossface cradle.
Got a cradle slapped on here. See if he can pull it back. He gets it. He's going to adjust here.
Good fight out of.
There's the fall. So 33-24, 1 to go.
38 seconds for Pennridge, Riley Cullen.
Last match of the night.
Now wrestling at 25 pounds. Christian Giannis and your gold hog in Pennridge.
We got Christian Giannis and I didn't catch the name for Rock South. Okay, we had it wrong last match. Apologize.
Quippett's out there now for South. Is that correct? And Giannis.
Giannis was 5th at Cumberland Valley. He's 4-2 in the year. He's 6-5 for his career. Quippett is 1-2 on the season. 1-2 for his career. He is a senior. Giannis is a sophomore. Giannis' headgear came off again. Giannis is digging. He wants something big. And there's a stall warning already on Quippet. Minute 9 left in the period here. First opening period.
A lot of pushing and pulling out there. Almost dancing bears, but that might be too early for that. I don't know.
Never too soon. Now he's got the body lock.
Yeah, now he's coming behind.
The hand was on the mat. College rules, that was a very workmanlike takedown here by Giannis. He's very persistent in that pummel. Dig in, getting that body lock, and then get him a simple mat return. Go out of bounds with 29 seconds to go in the period. Seconds going in period. Trying to go a little power half here by Giannis. Whip it up to the challenge to defend it.
Yeah.
Giannis filling in. Chase Washington was slated to be their starter. He's working his way back, coming back from football.
There you go. I was wondering that. Thanks for clearing that up. He is suitable on the sidelines.
Suitable backup here, Christian Giannis.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I mean, you just look over there at that bench now that Pennridge has the entire squad down on the mat. You can see how big that team is. You know, and again, credit to both these teams for, you know, stepping up and wrestling these matches right out of the gate.
Giannis almost taunting him, putting his hands out because Quepet's not trying to wrestle.
He's doing, something's going to happen here, Joe. Chuck Letter's going to have to step in there and
I'm sure Chuck doesn't like the body language that Giannis is giving off, and
I know
he's not going to feed into that, which I give him all the credit in the world. That's not going to get you calls when you act that way.
No. Not going to get the stall call even.
Past the midpoint of the match here, 55 seconds running clock. Giannis getting up top again.
And again, he's really not doing a lot there, just pushing.
I was just going to say the same exact thing. He's getting to that position and he's not trying to advance. He's just bullying him around the mat. Pennridge fans all over Chuck Lederer here.
Yeah, my guess is Quinn's going to kind of settle down a little bit, maybe get a score here. I don't know. There's a stall call behind me.
I think that's a fair call.
And Giannis looks to be tired now. So this is where I feel that Quibbett may turn the tide here. Maybe not in this period with 12 to go.
5 here in the period. I mean, neither wrestler protecting their legs. It's predetermined. There's going to be no shots happening here as we go into the third period. See if fatigue becomes a factor. Both guys haven't expended a lot of energy Quippet coming up from 215, wrestling a bigger guy, having to deal with being pushed around, and Giannis doing a lot of pushing for 2 periods.
Yeah.
He's got to a knee, he's got to his feet, and he gets one. Takes a 3-0 lead.
And he looks gassed.
They both do. Everyone's up in arms in the gym except for the Pennridge staff. They're very cool, calm, collected over there. The Rock South.
I don't think we've heard this much cheering all night. Last bout, really can't decide anything with the match, but everybody's into it. So
right.
You got to get your money's worth at these matches, Joe. I mean, Quippet's got to go. I mean, he's down. I mean, he's got to try something here. You know, maybe take a chance pummeling in, see if he can get a underhook and jack it up, attack a snag or a single leg. And there you can try the headlock, nothing there. Ooh, good time to toss with the push. Stalling the other way now, so it's 3-1. It'll be an interesting 31 seconds.
See some fireworks here.
See if Quippet goes back to that headlock. Why not? Why not? Four seconds to go, so that's how it's going to end. 4-0. Giannis. So 33-27 final, Joe. Pretty good one start the season. That's all I can say. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, you know, we saw some good wrestling here tonight. We saw some marquee matchups of some of our top lighter weights in the region, and you know, like I said, we were treated to a good match. You know, obviously we could be nitpick and say we wish it came down to that heavyweight match, but you know, it is what it is. You know, some moves made by Council Rock South. We were able to outmaneuver Pennridge with that 160-172 is where they seized control of the match and eventually sealed it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at those big matchups with Coffin and Woolshin. You look at Lenahan, Martinelli. You look at, you know, Cole against Rowe and Sadrudinov against Hogan. And that Sadrudinov match was huge, getting the fall. I didn't really expect the fall in that match.
Lindros match was huge.
Yeah, and the Lindros match coming out with that 8-6 win over Idanese. So some really good wrestling tonight. It's early. It's only going to get better. I think both these teams we're going to see come district dual time. So stay tuned. We have some tough matches to pick over the next couple of weeks. We're going to try and get out and see some teams we haven't seen in the past. We want to get down and see Kennett somewhere along the line. They're a much improved team. Obviously, we're going to see our Springfords and Boyertowns as well as Quakertown coming up. So great job by both teams tonight.
Yeah, Glenn, you know, kicking off year 8 with a great dual meet. Year 7 for you, as we talked about. Mike and I talked on the ride out. I can't believe this has been 8. This is the start of the 8th year of us doing this. It's been an absolutely crazy ride of doing stuff, and looking forward to, again, another great season of covering District 1 wrestling.
Yeah, and for me, you know, it seems like we're back to normal. I mean, you know, which is really good for the athletes and the fans and schools in general. So I feel like kids can focus on their academics. They're in school and they're getting good workouts with their teammates, and you just can feel it with the numbers. You know, all the teams. So we're signing off, and we'll see you soon.
All right, look on the announcements on the forum for our next week's match of the week.
And
Take care, everyone.
And our previews coming up.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Night, night.